Thanks for stopping by. Isn't it gorgeous behind me? This is the Head Hutt Mega-Sculpture. It's one of my favorite times of day, although there are many. It's that time of day when the bottle wall looks quite magnificent behind me. I'm going to adjust you a little bit. I'm mostly here just to do a quick stretching session, check in with my body a little bit, and invite you to join me to whatever degree feels good to you. If it does, let's just take a nice sigh. I'm going to scooch back just a little bit more. The downside of this time of day is my lighting isn't quite set up, but we'll just deal with it. That's all right, right? Yes. Let's do a couple of shoulder shrugs and shakes. So just letting go of tension, breathing in, tensing up, and then breathing out, letting it all go. I'm going to shake it out a little bit. Just shaking the head, shaking the shoulders, and then again breathing in. Tensing up, sticking gold dust onto all those bones and muscles and achy points, and then just blowing that dust off, shaking it off. Shake out the head. Let's do one more. Breathing in, lifting the shoulders, tensing up the hands, really holding the breath, and then just letting it go. Let's swing the arms a little bit, back and forth, alternating left elbow over right, right elbow over left. I'm going to kind of bend into that a little bit and slow that down. Just getting a nice stretch. Let's go side to side. Trying to add more little short stretching routines for those of you who might be stuck at a desk or choosing to be at a desk, as the case is more often. But hopefully you can get down on the floor too, and or choose to. But whether you can or you can't, you can probably modify what I'm doing, or at least just breathe along, smile along, imagine in your mind making some movement. I'm going to shake out these legs a little bit. Take a couple breaths to root myself into the center of the earth. Get in touch with my sits bones, bringing my awareness into the parts of my body that are being supported by the earth, and just feel my connection to the earth, my support, this earth that carries me through space as we go hurtling through it. Hurtling, that's a fun word. I hang myself from the center of the universe. And I'm going to bring arms up overhead, checking not to crunch up in those shoulders. And then with a relatively flat back, aiming chin for toes, I'm going to bend forward. Now, if you're sitting in a chair, you can just practice bending forward a little bit with a relatively flat back. And then rounding the back, I'm going to aim my forehead for my knees, rolling up a little bit. And then again with the chin aiming for toes and relatively flat back, still bending from the hips here, and then rounding more from the waist, aiming forehead for knees. And one more time, chin for toes with a relatively flat back from the hips. And forehead for knees. Coming back upright. Let's wiggle around a little bit. I'm going to take right hand to the outside of the left thigh and left hand to give a nice pat to the lower back or sacrum, and then setting that hand down close to the back, using the hands for torque and twisting through the rib cage, through the spine, through the shoulders, with the eyes, giving a nice little twist to all those organs. Got a little popping going on. Just saying hello to everybody, giving a nice squeeze, and then unwinding all that, coming back to center, shaking that out. And then left hand over to the outside of right thigh, right hand to the back, in close to the body, and again using hands for torque on the leg and ground, twisting through the pelvis, through the spine, with the shoulders, with the eyes, just giving everybody a nice hug. And then unwinding all of that. And these legs, shake out the legs again. Those legs a nice little bit of love. I'm going to bend the knees and come on up into a squat position. This is harder to do if you're sitting on the chair, so I encourage you to get down and try it, or just try some sort of modification. You might try hunkering down. Just notice what can you come up with to play in your body. Maybe embody a little bit of a frog. Frog hopping is a good playful place to go from a squat, but I'm not going to quite frog hop as usual today. I'm just teasing. I am, though, pushing those heels down. You can't quite see me in this lighting anymore. As pretty as it is coming through those bottle walls, using my elbows on the knees to push the knees back, still pressing those heels down and pulling the body forward from the torso. Really, I like to squeeze from one side to the other a little bit, pressing with each elbow, getting a nice stretch through the back, through the shoulders. This is a great little break from the routine of sitting at the desk. You can pull up in the pelvic floor, play with the abdomen here, play with the shoulders, play with the legs. Bring that arm underneath to really get more stretch in through the torso and the chest. I'm going to sit back down, I think, and finish this off before I get carried away and stand up. Coming back into a seated position, rooting myself into the center of the earth. Just taking a couple breaths to tune into my alignment, just paying attention, noticing how the spine stacks on itself. Again, imagining myself hanging from the sky. I want to remind you, you are worthy of your own unconditional love. It doesn't take much time or any special outfit or any special dome hand-built building to give yourself a little love, to take a couple deep breaths and just let go of stress and check in with your body. Give yourself a little listen, give yourself a little playful motion, shake off the stresses of yesterday, letting go of those. You can just set them down gently if you want and pick them back up, or you can shake them off, forever gone. There'll be more stresses on the way, I like to say, because it's true. Anyway, I thank you for stopping by. I do hope you'll give me a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. Check out the description for t-shirts and books and all sorts of ways that you can support me, which I greatly appreciate. And until next time, I wish you laughter and lightheartedness, peaceful conflict resolution, fitness, and freedom. Peace.